Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? So, with Jump Force doing some relatively interesting things, we got ourselves a new sword style and some more cosmetics and stuff. But other than that, we are pretty lucky to see anything new in this game, to be fair. But with that being said, holy crap, Black Clover this week. Oh my god, get off me. Um, I. I don't know what to think, guys. Like, this episode was so crazy. Um, there's one character I do truly like in this show, and to think that he might just have gotten bodied, or this might be close to the last time we see our character Julius, that would be relatively sad, man. Like, I would hate to know that the Wizard King just outright dies, or something along those lines. So hopefully that's not the case. But if it is, then it is what it is, you know. So that being said, we are definitely getting into a weird part of Black Clover with not only seeing the ability of what ice, what time stopping can do, but to see how ridiculously powerful this guy is with light magic is pretty mind-boggling. So to know that he can not only just control light and do ridiculous stuff with it, but then also keep up with a Wizard King, that a Wizard King that can straight up predict and see much further in time and stuff and predict moves. So yeah, absolutely hype fight. I'm not sure if it's the best fight because, to be fair, I was expecting some huge graphical differences, but it was relatively the same as last week. Maybe I just didn't notice the big parts that were like animated the best, but I feel like I've seen all of this stuff done before or done better in the past. So this episode definitely is worth the watch though, man. Like, if I didn't even watch Black Clover and I heard or saw of this thing, I would probably check out the show just because I heard or saw this part, and that's just kind of how it be and how it is. So, with that being said, I truly do hope that they give us some type of inkling of greatness when it comes down to what Yami might actually freaking do now, because my God, I, like I said before in the beginning, um, I wanted to throw this out here real quick too, is I have had really bad stomach problems, and I would have had this video out probably around 11 or 12 Pacific time, but my stomach is so bad I can't not like deal with it, like if like for instance if it happened right now, I would have to probably stop this video and deal with it and then restart and start give you guys a brand new video because it's just that bad. And I need to get it checked out, and I definitely will look into it. But thank you guys so much for not just hopping down my throat. I mean, I understand people are going to unsubscribe and stuff like that, but that's just the nature of YouTube in general. So that doesn't necessarily hurt my feelings like people unsubscribe, because as soon as those people who unsubscribe usually do it because I don't put content out in a certain amount of time, thus that's on them, So cool, cool. And if you guys end up coming back, cool, cool. Um, but yeah, Yami absolutely losing. I don't know why in the heck we only have one Black Clover character in this whole entire game, right? Was announced to be coming out, I believe, is confirmed, but we don't have Yami, we don't have the Wizard King, we don't even have the wifey, we don't Noelle, we don't have Vanessa, we don't have the healer. You know what I mean? There's a lot of characters with a lot of depth in them that could be put into this, and they would probably not be like fan favorites, but at least with this game I feel like they're just going to keep broadening out the roster, right? Now that we're getting into like Grimjaw, we're getting into like who else are we getting? We're getting a couple characters, but I want more Black Clover characters. I want more My Hero characters, you know. So hopefully after this first season of characters that we get, there maybe is a future for this game in the sense of like more free content and more outfits to make your characters look dope. Regardless of all of that, God, man, I want Yami after seeing this. Like, I know what Yami's gonna do. This man's about to pull out every single sword technique in the book, or he's just gonna bring out one sword technique and call it quits because, man, is he mad. He is so angry right now, bro. Like, you just don't make this guy angry. And we learned that multiple times, and to think that now we are seeing someone do it again, it's a wrap for them, period. So I can't wait to see what people actually think of this episode. It was so hype. Not only that, the power of Lich, man. The power of Lich. He is trash. I'm literally joking. I'm saying he's trash because of his technique of choosing how to fight, his technique of knowing which way will win him the fight and then actually going through with it was trash. Like, to attack a whole entire kingdom just to beat one person, you're trash. But to be fair, we're talking about a guy who has lost his whole entire family in an instance by light magic, and after losing all those people, he then just kind of had to accept it, you know? So it makes sense why threatening to murder or like massacre a whole entire kingdom didn't really have any feelings towards him because he's already kind of gone through that already, you know? He's already lost all that, so why shouldn't the people of the Clover Kingdom know what that feels like too, pretty much. So he's let me see what this grab is. Okay, sorry. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a change of pace, and I did enjoy it. It just kind of sucks that we had to lose such an awesome character. Lich had to pull off some huge BS, which, remember what he says. Oh, you used tremendous amount of magic, so you couldn't even dodge my attack. And guess what he just did? He used a tremendous amount of magic. So I hope you can't dodge Yami's attack either, bum. And that's just how I truly feel. Um, I don't know how much longer this is going to be. For instance, everybody who is anybody uh, as of right now is almost in the raid attacking. Oh. So it kind of sucks to know that we might not be getting any type of actual information as to how the people outside in the raid are gonna find out about this. Like, what do they come back to see after all this has been said and done? Are they gonna even see Lich? Are they going to, get out before Lich gets back? Like, what is actually going to pop off and transpire? That's exactly what I want to know. Not only that, why was this battle so freaking hype? And then it ends with such a sour note of a man just spamming the whole entire squad. Like, come on, bruh. So, that sucks, but at the same time, it was executed pretty dope with how much magic we actually got to see used out of the Wizard King. But the messed up thing is, supposedly after he used that technique, not only did he use all of his magic power in the sense of he had no time to dodge, he had no real speed that he used to have. And the other thing was, Lich was using a lot of subtleties towards Asta. Every single sword that Lich was practically using towards this episode in the not in the middle, like even the beginning a little bit, but more towards the middle and the end was literally Asta's sword turn into light. And if that isn't a callback to him, like freaking out and trying to figure out why Asta had the sword in the first place, I don't know what is. Um, so that was a very interesting little like subtleties that they kept showing us was just Asta's actual like blade as light, and it was completely destroying our guy. So I'm really interested to see why his blade looked like that. Maybe it was just his design choice after knowing, those blades exist, and even he maybe swinging them as a light version, you can still get like the gist of how to wield it. I don't know, man. It was really weird to see him using an Asta light sword pretty much the whole time, which, only still had the power of light, but instead it just, it looks a lot like what his swords look like. So I don't know. It was interesting in the grand scheme, but to know that they were giving us a backstory on Julius is why I'm so afraid to know if he actually gets bodied. Like, if this is the end of his character, his end of his run. Is that how they're going to do him, or are they actually going to allow him to recover after this wound? I mean, it doesn't look like it's not like he got a headshot, like not like the guy slit his throat or something, but regardless, he has lost a lot of blood and he was hit by one of the most strongest people we've seen outside of the Wizard King. So we'll see how this all plays out. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening. I still got another anime to watch because of my stomach issues and stuff. So I will try to get that out to you guys as quickly as possible. Like I said before, thank you so much for not jumping down my throat or, threatening me because I'm not putting any content out. Like, I've seen how people act after they know someone's supposed to be a daily streamer and then they don't stream, or daily streamer, daily poster, and then they don't post, for a certain amount of time, and people just hate it. But you guys, nah, you guys ain't like that. And I truly, truly love the community I'm building around that. So know that I will be getting stuff out all the time as soon as I can, as quickly as I can, and as best as I can. I'm not gonna ever force it, like rush it and stuff. I want it to be as good as possible still, even though I'm in pain. So, that being said, have an awesome one, and I hope to talk to you in the next video. So, peace.